What's going on, YouTube? JT is Reborn here, and welcome back to another edition of my Godzilla comic book reviews. In today's video, we're talking about Godzilla Rivals versus Mothra, issue 1. So, this is the second issue, one-shot issue, in the Godzilla Rivals series. Now, I already covered the previous IDW Godzilla Rivals issue, and that was the Hedorah one, so you can go check that thing out. That was an amazing issue, by the way. This one's pretty good, too. I don't think it's quite as strong as that first one was. But I still quite liked it. I mean, it's Godzilla versus Mothra. We get kind of an interesting take with the JSDF and how they've kind of imprisoned Mothra at some point. We're following like this reporter throughout the story, and I'm really enjoying these one shots. Monsters and Protectors was definitely more geared towards little kids, but these one shots are more geared towards older readers, and I think that's why they're a lot stronger. So this one's written by Mary Kenny, pencils by S.L. Gallant, inks by Maria Keane, colorist Adam Guzowski, design and letters by Nathan Wittick, supervising editor Tom Waltz, editor Megan Brown. So, Godzilla Rivals versus Mothra. I think this is going to be the last IDW comic until, I don't know if there's going to be any more coming out between now and next year, but I know in January the next in the Godzilla Rivals series is supposed to come out. It kind of sucks that there's such a long gap in between like issues with this whole Rival series. I think it's quite good. I'll have to pick up the physical issue in this. But anyway, so the issue set, I'll quickly summarize what happened. So the issue set in the 1980s. Gorgeous artwork, by the way. I think everything like really clicks in this thing. You really get the sense of scale and, you know, get different perspectives with the monsters in that here. I think the action panels are quite good as well. So we're set at like a military base here, something going on in the lake. Our main character is a woman named Mima, and she is a photographer working in the whole thing. She's also an expert at scuba diving and all that. So as she goes and she tries to do her scuba diving to try and figure out what's going on in Lake Ikeda, where at the beginning of the issue that guy saw like a mysterious glowing light, and she finds that Mothra is in the lake for some reason. In her adult form, not her larva form, surprisingly. How that happened, how Mothra got down there, how Mothra is supposedly changed, I don't know, but she's going to try and find a way to kind of help her out in this situation. So she goes and she tries to scold the JSDF, like, hey, look, the chains there are holding that creature down. You're basically going to kill her if you don't let her go. I think this thing can help us against Godzilla, basically. So she goes and she does her thing, and she ends up freeing Mothra, but she gets reprimanded, and Mothra actually flies away, goes and cocoons somewhere. But she gets reprimanded by the JSDF, and she's just being kind of scolded for her actions. Godzilla shows up, starts causing chaos, but Mima Kinjo, that's her name, is there in the jail cell, but the Twin Fairies kind of show up, and thanks to her kind acts of helping Mothra, the Twin Fairies are there to help kind of convince her to work with Mothra to like fight against Godzilla. Godzilla shows up, of course, and in Kinko Bay causes a whole ton of destruction, which is always fun to do. But you really can kind of like the thing with the JSJF in this thing too is you can totally understand their perspective. Like, hey, look, we don't know this monster. We don't know what's going to help us, which Mothra ultimately does because, you know, that's, you know, Mothra generally is on the side of helping humans. I mean, there's instances where Mothra obviously goes and causes a massive amount of property damage, killing a ton of people in the process, but Mothra, for the most part, is on the side of good. So yeah, like Godzilla shows up, and there's a lot of great panels here. I especially love this image right here of this foreboding shadow image of Godzilla just kind of lurking through the flames. I think that'd be really cool to see in a movie, and just causing all sorts of endless destruction. And basically, she's kind of freed after because basically he's like, okay, look, Godzilla's gonna kill like everything in sight, so I'm just gonna let you go at that point. She goes and she's in downtown. She's kind of helping people. She's taking photos of the thing. And then she also goes and tries to help out Mothra break free of her cocoon. How she's able to do this, I guess she kind of helps because Mothra can't do it for whatever reason. Yeah, that's the thing. Mothra's already in like adult form, so why does she need a cocoon again? It would make more sense if it was the caterpillar Mothra, but they're doing the adult form who can do it again. But anyways, it doesn't matter. Eventually, Mothra is broken free, and her and Godzilla go and have this really epic fight. There's a lot of glorious shots in this thing, and Mothra has like kind of her laser beam stuff going on. Maybe that's why. And the battle is quite good. Like, I mean, I think the action is the strongest so far in the new IDW titles. Like, there's so many great artistic shots of Godzilla and Mothra just duking it out with this epic battle. You get kind of like a little bit of a beam battle in there too, and you get all this chaos. And I love this sense of scale in the background too, with like the two characters just trying to help somebody out, and you see Mothra and Godzilla as shadowy images in the background. You get the sense of scale there. I think that works quite well. There's a lot of action in this comic book, and it really is great to see. So, anyways, eventually Mothra traps Godzilla inside a cocoon with her, and then they kind of like get carried out to sea, which is something I've never really seen before. Obviously, I've seen Godzilla get kind of rung up, like in was it Godzilla Tokyo SOS, where like Kiryu Mechagodzilla 3 kind of wraps its cables around him, and then they kind of sink to the bottom of the ocean. But this time, Mothra blasts him in the face, and then just cocoons him, traps him in a cocoon with her. So they're kind of stuck together in the middle of the ocean. So Mothra kind of plays like the ultimate sacrifice. Don't know for sure if Mothra is dead or not, because this is a one-shot. But I thought that was kind of an interesting way to kind of like stop Godzilla, but not necessarily to kill him. And like it's something I haven't seen Mothra actually do. So I actually thought that was quite creative a bit too. And obviously there's a bit of a dun 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 dun, like the typical Godzilla type cliffhanger thing. So Mothra, I don't know what's up with Mothra, but Godzilla's there, and we'll probably never get a follow up to it. But also I should mention the next issue is going to be Godzilla versus King Ghidorah. So that one is something I'm really looking forward to, because I've really liked these Godzilla Rivals series so far, and this one's a pretty strong issue. I know I kind of just went through and quickly summarized and spoiled the whole thing, but I thought it was quite good. I mean, the artwork is really great here. A lot of great action, a great sense of scale there. The characters, I mean, they're about as good as I could expect for like a single issue thing. Like you can totally understand the reporter's point of view, but you can also totally understand the JSDF's point of view, because they're like, look, I mean, we already got problems with Godzilla. Do you really want to unleash another monster? And she just happened to kind of be right in this situation to help Mothra out. How Mothra was chained in her larva form but needed a cocoon again, that's a little bit of something I'm trying to question a bit. But all things considered, I thought this was a really strong issue, and IDW continues to impress with their Godzilla comics. And this is just going to give me my little Godzilla fix until the next Godzilla-related thing comes out, whenever that may be. So, yeah, that's all I really have to say about this issue. What did you think of Godzilla Rivals versus Mothra? Did you like the issue? Did you dislike the issue? Tell me your thoughts in the comment section down below. Be sure to like that video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the YouTube channel for more content, hit the bell for notifications. Be sure to come back tomorrow for some other DC comic book reviews. I got the Robin issue to be reviewed, and I've just got so many things on the horizon right now that I'm trying to like get taken care of and get uploaded and reviewed. So I'm feeling pretty good. I'm like all caught up with a lot of the stuff that I want to be caught up on. So I'm excited now. I'm like, finally, Sean, let's get this shit done. All right, that's all I got to say. As always, take care now. Bye bye then, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.